Initialize sequence now.
Welcome to the Geelong and District Football League Match Day, thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre.
And if you're in your car around Galvin Park, you might see that Paul Miller is wearing number 50 for Bellpost Hill, as listed in the record as 25. He's wearing number 50 as we have the ball in umpires Farnsworth's hands. He's about to start this round 8 GDFL clash. Sean Stewart goes up early against Walker. None can get an effective tap. Comes to the back of the pack through Lurie. Smith, quick hands, got it off well. And towards centre half forward for Werribee Centrals, who kicking to the southern end of this first term. Falls into the arms of Werribee Centrals there. Comes back towards centre half forward. Is that a free kick? No. Play on the call. Big pack develops at centre half forward. Umpire lets things go. And it comes out towards centre wing. Calvert slips over at the crucial stage for Werribee Centrals. Over the top of the ball. Did he throw it out? No, he didn't. The numbers with Bellpost. Pollard gets the first kick away. First effective kick towards centre wing. It is out of bounds on the outer side. So Paul playing at centre half back for Bellpost Hill is wearing number 50, not number 25. And it will be a boundary throw in on the side. Centre wing. From behind Walker. Stewart in front. Tap to the back. Coming through McDonald. Got a kick away towards half forward. Hancock behind. Tried to tap it over the back. Coming through. Slick handball. Came from Scott. For Werribee Centrals. Back towards Morley. It's inside 50 for Bellpost Hill, attacking this northern end in this first term. Morley keeps his feet, then goes to ground. Did he get a push in the back? No, said the umpire. Now, pretty fierce tackling from both sides in the opening minutes here. And it will be another ball up just on 50 on the outer side, half forward flank. So, Bellpost Hill attacking with the aid of the breeze in this first term. Stewart with a big thump away, tries to get it to the direction of Hawks, can't take it with him, but he's got some support. Kel gets his left foot wide. Too wide, in fact, is it, says the umpire? No, it is just inside the boundary line and out of bounds. Simon Connolly looking for the free kick.
Well, the boundary umpire was about 70 metres behind, so
it's a good guess, I think.
Simon might have been a little closer to the action, but the ball out of bounds through centre wing. And the boundary umpire sticking to his guns. He's going to take control of the ball. And Laurie, a fairly nervous start.
Yes, Eric, I think I'm pleased about it. I think the umpiring at this point of time has been good. I think you let it go a bit today, and all indications that if the umpires get on top of this game, let it go, we should have a great game.
Well, the ball thrown in, and the tap away for Bellpost Hill, but coming through strongly is Werribee drive to centre half. Well, pushing it back to the forward. That ball skidded for a long, long way.
That's 100 metres.
It's a goal. Now, who kicked that?
Well, he's coming back through centre half forward, and he's got the, looks like he might have the grass cats. Well, he looks like he's got the slick boots on there. He's coming back to the middle, Werribee Centrals. He'll turn around in a minute to show his number.
Oh, gee, it was a magnificent kick. So it's first goal of the day to Werribee.
Jason Carrington.
So, well, the ball's kicked from about 70 metres out, skidded 45 metres along the ground, and went through the goals at the 2.5 minute mark of the first quarter. The Victory Trophy scoreboard. Werribee Central's 1 goal. Bellpost still yet to score.
And Carrington kicked 4 goals last week for Werribee against Anarchy out at Anarchy, so he's in good goal scoring form. Umpire Gleeky has ball in hand, throws it up. Walker, Stewart goes up, gets it down. Straight to Vastuka, left foot kick around the corner towards centre half forward. Over the head of a couple of Bellpost Hill players, including Bevan Hurst. Comes back towards Fairchild, slick hands towards Lurie. At half back, has to be careful, gets it back to Hurst. Gets a wide kick towards centre wing. Foot race now between Simmons and Skinner. Simmons slides onto the footy and sees it over the boundary line. And it's certainly a long stop day this afternoon for all the players in these wet conditions. It'll be a boundary throw in. Grandstand side centre wing. Thrown in now. Stewart in front. Walker from behind. Stewart gets it down. Cameron Carr tried to get a little kick around the corner. Slips over Nick Smith. Rides one bump. Gets a left foot kick towards half forward. Hurst getting across there. Won't be able to keep it in. Andrew Hawks there also for the Centurions. And it is out of bounds. Half forward Werribee attacking to the southern end. And they have a goal. They lead by 6 points. Heath Buck to the ruck work now in the forward line, over his head towards Lurie. Can't take it with him for Bellpost Hill. Buck rides a couple of Martin, looks like he's got the job on him. Handball, Wild, towards the half forward flank. Coming back, McDonald gives it to Pollard. We'll say that a bit this afternoon. Back to McDonald. He runs away, goes for the kick towards half forward. Hancock, and getting across there also for Werribee Centrals, or was Hallam. He threw it back in. Cossack now lets it go as Roland Beck comes at him. And it is out of bounds, half forward for Bellpost Hill.
The coaches, Pollard, McDonald, handing the ball very, very comfortably. There's a bit of experience there.
Yes, certainly, Eric. There's a bit of class there as well.
Ball thrown in. Grandstand. Stewart gets the tap away to his teammate Aaron Skinner. He's tackled. This tackling's pretty strong, coming through hard as McDonald of Bellpost Hill gets a little kick only as far there as Werribee Centrals. He kicks it off the ground into the centre Mud patch. Oh, well picked up. Hurst in the mud. Kicks it forward for Belpost Hill. Leading in the race for the ball there is Hancock. And, well, it's almost slow motion. He tries to elude his opponent, which he does, but in doing so slips over, but also handballed over the boundary line and out of bounds. So, just players in general, Laurie, they're having some difficulty holding their feet, but some of them have adapted pretty well.
The thing that's a bit of a worry, I think, if you're a Belpost Hill point of view, I think Stewie's got his hand on every ball so far, and that's a bit of a worry.
Yeah, good comment. Ball thrown in, and we're going to do it all again because players have just pushed it back toward the fence, and we'll have to wait for a kindly person to get out of the car or one of the players to get under the fence because obviously the boundary umpires...
I think the players have to do it, I think.
Yes, yeah. Well, the boundary umpires obviously don't go outside the bounds of the fence. Boundary umpire half forward flank, Belpost Hill, in it comes. Tap forward very well, but picked up by Hallam, picked up very well for Werribee Centrals. Back to the centre of the ground. That looks like Howlett, a long way up the ground on centre wing, takes the mark in front of his opponent. Kicks the ball low to up high was Buck, didn't take the mark, unfortunately. It does come forward to Delaney. Delaney tries to get a left foot kick, well smothered by the Belpost Hill defence, and here they go again. That was Martin, was it? Simmons kicks the ball to centre wing. Well, strong tackling, strong, ferocious attempts at the ball, and there's a sliding chest mark again for Werribee Centrals. Ball on the right to centre half forward. Good looking kick. The wind got a hold of that, and it certainly took off this Howlett. Well, he's covered some territory because he tackled now at the full forward position for Werribee Centrals. Ball dispute. Fairchild looks for the safety of the boundary, but Pollard runs onto it, kicks it off the ground. Good play, gets it to centre wing, and well, all players overrun the ball. Well picked up there by Skinner of Werribee Centrals, but he's kicked it straight to Hurst. Hurst on quickly to McDonald. McDonald of Belpost Hill drives it wide to the outer wing. Loping up to the ball there is Simmons. Finally gets some assistance. Drives to centre half forward, and the wind's holding that up fairly about Illick. Off their head goes the ball, comes to ground. There's Hort. But, gee, great work by the Werribee defence there. They've worked hard to bottle it up. Finally, a handball comes clear to Morley. Morley to his teammate, comes to centre wing. Oh, Mark dropped in front of us there by Skinner. Over the top comes Patuka. And, well, the umpire's pinged him for holding the ball. I think he was sort of caught with nowhere to go. He
was a bit unlucky there, I think.
And the free kick goes to Lurie.
Lurie now at half forward, right in front of the Geelong Radio commentary box. We've been playing 7 minutes, 1 goal to Werribee. They lead by that goal. Short little kick to Pollard outside 50. Right on the boundary line. Skin comes across and mans the mark. Pretty congested 50. Leads on. Poor kick. Illick have to have good second hand here. Past him. Needs some support. Costick's there over the top. Morley keeps his feet. Fights against Hart for it. And now the umpire will come in and bounce the ball right next to the boundary line.
Eric, I just question that sort of a pass there. I think today, I don't think the percentages there. I think I've seen a longer kick there, and if it drops off the pack, maybe.
But Eric, they played like that last week. No, they played with the footy in the...
Certainly did that.
Move the ball around by hand and foot.
The only problem, Laurie, it probably dropped short. Had it been up to the player, it might have been a reasonable pass. But the ball is thrown up in that position. Now, well, I can't fathom that one at all.
It's a bit tough, holding the
ball. Umpire Farnsworth, and the players are confused, commentators are confused, and Belpost Hill through Illick are pretty happy.
Well, Justin Morley was there with Paul Hart, trying to get the footy out, but the umpire said he didn't do enough. Illick gives it to Scotty McDonald. They've done that a couple of times last week too, where they it's come back with the breeze and landed in the 10-metre square. Pack develops off hands. In fact, it might hit the behind post. It has. It's out of bounds. And did that a couple of times last week, Eric, didn't they? Hand off.
Tell you what, didn't that ball do a bit of a boomerang?
Well, it looked like it was going straight through the middle of the behind.
We were right behind it.
And
must have been the wind.
Landed back in the square.
Or was it a wrong one?
No, I think it was the wind.
Warney would have been happy. Stewart out of the pack, goes towards Smith. He gets a handball to the front of the pack towards Morley. Ducks his head, does well, controls the footy, gets a left foot kick towards centre wing. Howlett, 2 against 1, needs some support, got some. Support from Hawks. Handball, outboard, looking for his teammate. And finding him in Simon Kelbert. Does that pay advantage? Yes, they do. And Hawks from centre wing goes towards half forward. Howlett chops it off and takes the mark. Inside 50. Goes for an open goal square. And which way will it bounce? It's hit the post. And one behind to Andrew Howlett, the senior coach of the Werribee Centrals Football Club. And on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, Werribee go to 1-1-7. They lead. Belpost Hill yet to score. We've been playing 9.5 minutes in this first term. GDFL Matchday live on Geelong Radio 100.3. It's Belpost Hill and Werribee Centrals at Galvin Park as McDonald kicks it outside 50. Looks for Simmons, holds his ground, needs a rope. It gets one in Fairchild. Handballs it back quickly to Hurst. Hurst towards half back. Poor little kick. Sets up his teammates. By hand again. off the ground, goes towards centre wing. Messina, handball back inboard towards Connolly, thumps it on towards half forward Hall. He gets it towards Hancock, who falls over. It might fall into the arms of Troy Feldman here. Gets one high tackle and should get a free kick and does so.
Very cunning, Troy. He had it down. There's no way he's going to pick it up. And Laurie did that very well, didn't he?
That's
Knew
good.
the tackle was coming.
He should just be out of his range as well, I think.
Troy Feldman from 35 metres out directly in front.
Well, an indication of that wind this time. Let's see what happens to this kick.
Pretty strong out there by the way Scotty McDonald's kick went from left to right. Across the goals. Feldman now. Try and put Bellpost Hill's first score on the board, 10-minute mark of this first term. He comes in now. And he's pushed it wide. There's that wind, pushing it to the right-hand side and one behind to Troy Feldman. So the Panthers' first score on the board, they're one behind. They trail Werribee Central's 1-1-7, 10.5 minutes gone in this first term Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. To do the kicking will be Hallam from fullback for Werribee.
A lovely kick from Hallam. Landed in the centre square, in fact almost in the centre circle, but also in the arms of Scotty McDonald for Bellpost Hill. Plays on there, drives the ball low into the bruise, but in defence there, good work by Beck and half-back, and he stems that attack. Beck sees a player loose out wide, looks like Calvert, plays on quickly, drives over the centre. The ball skidded along the ground, but great work there from Bellpost Hill. Gets it to Connolly by hand, and well, the umpires are going to be consistent on that this today. But look at it, holding the ball. The advantage paid to Delaney, goes to the full forward position. Lee can't take the mark. Off the ground again was looked like Howlett, and by gee, he's covered some territory. Laurie, I wouldn't like to be the backman on him.
Well, the last time I saw him play, Eric, I was a little bit critical of him. I didn't think he worked hard enough for the ball, but he's certainly working for it today.
Oh, he's covering an enormous amount of territory. Well, the ball's been pushed over the boundary line there, 3 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area again for Werribee Centrals. In comes the ball, pack of players round. Good tap away there by Miller of
Festuca.
Bellpost Hill. Festuca's picked up the crumbs and hooked it over the shoulder, and there's another goal. Well, he's proving how dangerous a player he can be, Jason Festuca, because he's kicked the goal 12 minutes into the first quarter. Victory Trophy scoreboard now, Werribee Centrals 2-1-13. They lead Bellpost Hill 1 point.
Well, we can see the breeze certainly spring up here a bit, Laurie, and I would think that Bellpost still playing an extra man across half-back, but Bevan Hurst looks to be playing across there pretty loose at the moment. And we'll just see how they line up here, but get plenty of the ball across half-back for Bellpost Hill.
With that wind like that, as strong as that, I think you probably intend to want to play someone loose across there, so it wouldn't surprise me if it did. I just looked there before, I thought to myself, Scotty McDonald was doing okay around the middle, then I think he might be directly opponent to Festuca, and Festuca's bobbed up and kicked a goal, so that's the difference, isn't it?
Well, I think Stephen Lurie's gone on to Festuca now,
he has as well.
and Hawks is on McDonald, so a couple of good matchups there. It looks like Musara is up against Pollard, and back in the middle with Stewart and Walker, who have been doing the ruck work for their respective sides. The umpire throws the ball up. Stewart gets down with his right fist, straight to Musara. Pollard tried to cut it off but couldn't do so. Musara straight to Howlett. That's pretty good football in dry weather, let alone wet weather. And Andrew Howlett's marked as centre forward.
Absolutely magnificent tap.
Straight to the arms of Musara.
And the kick afterwards, like it was perfect football, wasn't it?
And he's hit his coach right on the chest, and he'll shoot from 50 metres out. Left foot kick comes in, and I don't think he's any worries about that. Andrew Howlett's put it straight through the middle for his first goal, and the third for Werribee Centrals. They're 3-1-19 on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. They lead the Bellpost Hill side, who are 1 behind, and we have been playing 13.5 minutes in this first term.
Laurie, there's 2 blokes really putting their stamp on this game, and Stewart number 1, Howlett number 2, and they're just showing their absolute class.
Yeah, definitely, Eric, and I'm not sure what Bellpost Hill can do about it, I mean, Stewart's formed already early in this game. It looks all class to me, and I don't know whether you run side by side with those guys. I mean, I mentioned that last time up here. What do you stay with him? What do you do? And if you do stay with him, he's still too big.
I thought, Jace, the first time we saw him, he was on off the ground and just sort of working his way into a bit of condition. But second game, he worked a bit harder. But he and Howard are their application is just spot on today.
Yep, and he's back in the middle once again to do it against Shay Walker. So Sean Stewart and Shay Walker. It's 3-1 playing 1 behind, 18 points of difference, 14 minutes gone. And the umpire throws the ball in the air towards Stewart. Walker got this one down on this occasion to McDonald. Handball to Messina, running to the wing, goes from 55 towards Illick. Hart in front. Good play by the defender there for Werribee Centrals. Beck off the ground, slips over at the crucial stage. Messina followed it down, he slips over as well. Is that on the full from Calvert? No, it was touched off the boot, says the boundary umpire. And it will be a boundary throw in 40 metres around from the Bell Post Hill goal. And on that occasion, Shea Walker was able to get half a hand to it, straight to Scotty McDonald.
Just proved the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's all it takes, I guess.
From the front of the pack, Feldman, and he's wrapped up by Stewart, loses the footy, and
tackle.
holding the ball, says the umpire. They've been pretty consistent on that so far in this first 15 minutes. And Sean Stewart will take the free kick from half-back, inside defensive 50.
I almost think it's a dry weather free kick they're paying though, isn't it? Yeah, the players are given no chance to get rid of it, even push it out.
Well, the thing is, Eric, as long as they're consistent, and
Yeah.
at this point in time they're consistent, so I mean we can't...
Good point.
Front of the pack, Messina got a short little kick towards McDonald. Handball from McDonald to Hurst. Over the top to Messina again. He's ripped off the footy. Calvert loses the football. Pollard wanted to try and get it towards Lurie. Was chopped off. Nick Smith off the ground. Back in towards the centre square. Coming back towards Simmons, who stands his ground. Comes to Cameron Carr. He ran back into trouble through the middle. Martin left it though. Musaro picked it up and runs from centre position towards centre half forward. Coming out and backing himself. Take with him was Simon Connolly. Comes towards Howlett. Meters, tries a little toe poke towards Crystal. Was that a push in the back? No free kick. Bell Post want to see it over the boundary line. They do so about 30 metres around from where his goal. Defensive play, and it is out of bounds for a throw in. 3-1-19 Werribee. They're leading at Bell Post Hill, who are one behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. It's a right forward pocket for the Centurions. Southern end of Galvin Park, and it will be Paul Miller up against James Lee. Lee now with the big right hand fist back towards the 10 metre square. Hurst coming out and got a high tackle, no free kick. Kick by Hawks was smothered. Big pack develops. Musara in there fighting hard. Also in there McDonald and Miller. And it will be a ball up about 30 metres out from Werribee's goal. Big pack around the footy. Lee comes out to do the ruck work for Werribee Centrals. Up against Paul Miller once again. Umpire throws the ball up. Miller up early. Lee gets it down off hands to the back of the pack and push towards the boundary line. Getting across there for Stuka, can't pick it up. Hurst wants to, he does so. He gets a quick kick away as well. Good defensive play though. Calvert in front, leads for the footy, gets a little kick around the corner. Hawks coming out, rides the bump, can't take the footy with him though, and falls towards Hurst. Hurst gets a kick around the corner towards half back. Foot race now, getting out there Morley as well, slips over. Cossic's there, keeps his feet. Calvert, and was that a free kick? Yes, it was for a hold. And it will be to Werribee Centrals, and it'll come back to Justin Morley.
Morley on centre wing for Werribee Centrals. Has the free kick, and I'd say the umpiring, Laurie's been very consistent, very good so far.
Very good. Yeah, terrific, Eric.
And probably it's helping the game considerably. Morley now has the ball back in his possession. On centre wing, on the left foot, drives towards centre half forward. He's got that and has carried it a fair way forward. Buttering up at the back of the two Bell Post Hill players. They spoil one another, unfortunately. Now Carr comes down, can't pick it up. The ball finally comes clear to Bartolo. His kick really hasn't gone anywhere for Bell Post Hill. It was Lurie, couldn't take the mark, comes back to Pastuka, picks it up quick on the left foot, has a pot shot from 35 metres. Out of bounds on the full, just missed the big timber, and the ball out of bounds on the full. So we'll have... Firstly, we've got to go and get the ball. It looks like Paul Miller heading off into the back blocks of Werribee there. And it's been high standard, Laurie, when you
Really
consider the sort of day we've got.
Really good, Eric, and I think Jason Festuca's starting to work himself into the game as well. And I don't know whether you noticed there before, it was a pack situation. It was just the little things he does hard in the packs that impresses me with him.
Then the runners from both benches working overtime at the moment.
Oh.
Well, Miller it is, kicks into the man on the mark who was Lee. Now there's a contact between the two players. Ball's not going anywhere finally for Werribee. They come in and get some support. It's snapped forward by... who was that? I couldn't quite see. It looked like it could have been Masara, little fellow.
Carrington, I think it might have been.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
And the ball's gone right across the face of goal, out of bounds, off hands.
I think Paul Miller will breathe a sigh of relief there, Eric.
I think so. Thrown in 20 metres from the behind post, this time on the grandstand side. Miller again goes up with Lee, finally with a secondary hit forward. It comes to Bell Post Hill, this time through Simmons. He's kicked, a terrible kick, and he's picked out Stewart in the centre of the ground perfectly, and Stewart now on the left foot. He goes for the centre half forward position. Simon Connolly in front for Bell Post Hill. Can't get it up. Fairchild taps it along the ground. Good work finally by Post Hill that time from Lurie. Get the ball to centre wing. Hurst it is, kicks it further forward off the ground. But position there is Beck for Werribee Central. Slips over at the last moment. Feldman now. He comes in. Now it's 2-on-1, and the ball has off hands been pushed over the boundary line. I'll tell you what, these two boundary umpires are going to work over time. The pace of the ball's going up and down the ground.
Well, they're probably nice and warm in here, Eric.
So a boundary throw in, out of side centre wing. We've been playing 20 minutes in this first term. Boundary throw in, Walker. Held on to, got the ball away towards McDonald. Pollard's there also, can't pick it up, needs some support, got it. Oh, pushing the back, was it? Yes, says the umpire. And it will be a free kick to Bell Post Hill. And it's going to go to Stephen Lurie. On centre wing on the outer side. Robbie Musara standing the mark. Stephen Lurie needs to kick over his mark. No, he has to come back. The umpire told him.
Actually, the Werribee Blacks put one over the umpire because Stewart was 15 metres further to the side.
Well, handball to Pollard, who goes towards centre half forward. Andrew Scott should be able to mark this uncontested, does so. And at centre half back, we'll have a couple of runners. He elects to play on and kick towards centre wing. And a good kick out towards Festuca, but it's 2-on-1 all cast. Slips over the crucial stage. Left of Festuca, which was a bad thing for him. And Festuca goes to the left boot, long towards full forward. Coming out now, Carrington slips over the crucial stage. Musara gives him a shepherd. Pollard does well to chop it off and get a quick kick away. He has to follow it up himself, so he goes with a little toe poke again across half back. And sees the safety of the boundary line come towards him, and it is out of bounds. On the half forward flank out, potential attacking. They're 3-1-19 and they lead Bell Post Hill 1 behind. Have another throw in. Stewart working across there. Thrives on these days. He loves him, the big man, in front. And gets it down towards coming off half forward Carrington. Left foot kick around the corner, but standing there and standing his ground is Adam Martin. Plays on. Oh, kicks into the man on the mark again. Good defensive play by Werribee Centrals in their forward line. And Nick Smith has got a push in the back from Martin. Will take at 50 for the Centurions. And would be a bit of a chance from here, I would think, too, Nick Smith.
He's certainly from there. He's inside the 15. It wasn't a great effort, Laurie, like his eyes on the ball for the smother.
Yeah.
He comes in and it's pretty close.
There, I think.
Well, it's got the distance. Has it got the accuracy? Yes, it has. A goal. Nick Smith.
Well, I think he came on the bench from the bench last time we had up here, wasn't he? I think he played okay.
And he's kicked his first, and Werribee Central's fourth. They're 1-25. They lead Bell Post Hill 1 behind on the Victory Trophy's first scoreboard. We've been playing 22 minutes in this first term.
And very good 22 minutes for Werribee, Laurie. Although, what would you imagine, sort of sitting here, that win would be worth 3 or 4?
Oh, I'd imagine it would be worth probably 3 at least, Eric. And, I think Bell Post Hill probably got too many men down in their defensive area. I mean, when they get it up, they really haven't got the power here to run it forward.
Oh, umpire Gladkey has the ball in the middle. Up it goes again. Stewart clearly tapped it clear again and gets the handball back again. Put down fairly quickly. McDonald picks up the crumb for Bell Post Hill. Drives it into the forward line. Well, he's well clear. That was Hancock. And took the mark on his chest. Now it's to Illich, full forward, has the ball, does a little bit of a blind turn in the goal square, if you don't mind. And Michael Illich has put his first and the Bell Post Hill's first goal on the board for the afternoon at the 23-minute mark of the first quarter. Victory Trophy scoreboard now 4-1-25 Werribee Centrals. Bell Post Hill 1-1-7.
Well, you don't say that often on a wet day, do you? Standing there waiting for the defender to run past you and then kick the goal. But
actually, it was a good thing.
It was.
He used his brains and he could have rushed into that and probably kicked the point. He steadied himself and he's done it right.
And Adam Martin off the half-back flank straight to Stewart.
Terrific work again from Scotty McDonald there again. And they needed that goal. It's going to be interesting now.
Well, let's put a different complexion on the first quarter now. 4-1. Up goes the ball. Stewart clearly again. Great work. Gets it down to Delaney. Delaney on the right foot to half forward. Carr almost got the first attempt. Hitting the ball along the ground was Sears. Ball's picked up there for Werribee. Who was it picked up? Was that Howlett? No. Buck. Yeah, so he's kicked another behind. So a snapshot there from Heath Buck. And the Victory Trophy scoreboard changes to Werribee Central's 4-26, Bell Post Hill 1-1-7.
Pollard do the kicking in once again for Bell Post Hill. They switched it around a bit, Pollard and McDonald from fullback. It's Pollard's turn on this occasion, goes to the left boot, outside 50, looking for Simon Connolly. In front, off hands McDonald, great roving Bevan Hurst. Goes towards centre wing, Messina has got the foot speed, he kicks off the ground, Hancock in support. Can he keep it in hands? I think he might be able to. He's got a bit of toe from 55, measures it towards Illich and Feldman. Cossack over the back, it's off hands, comes towards Illich, great second effort on the ground by the big full forward, holds it up in there for Bell Post Hill, and we'll have a ball up 40 metres out from the Panthers goal. And a good effort by the full forward, Mick Illich there. Off hands, he and Paul Hart, good battle. Umpire throws it up, Stewart just uses his muscle, gives it though straight to Cossack, only as far as Chris Delaney. He gets a short little kick towards half back, but it is marked and chopped off by Messina. Messina now goes towards the lead of Illich, coming across Feldman as well. Offhand Scott, McDonald, is that an advantage? Can't be now. The umpires come back, and it will be a push in the back to Troy Feld. Eric?
Well, I think Troy showing his experience there because I think it was his own teammate just gave him a little bit of a touch in the back, but Troy forced himself right through the
Will
pack.
be appearing at the Oscars next year.
I think very much so, and may well get the benefit here with certainly a score on the board for Pastel. But well done, he was had players behind him, and Mick Seljevic, the umpire, was spot on. He was right there. So
he had a shot from here as well, Eric, so he ought to be able to judge the distance.
yes, well, he's going to be kicking from 45, so it'll be a good kick from there. But this fellow is a good kick for goal and has been for a long, long time. So
Left goal post.
Troy Feldman, see what Laurie's tuition can do for him. Moves in. No, he hasn't got the ball too well, I don't think. Going to land in the goal square. Off hands, it's come to ground.
Yes.
Oh, off the ground. Magnificent work by Adam Cosick. Came running through the pack there, and very quick thinking on his behalf. And he's kicked the ball off the ground right through the middle for the second goal to Belpostill. Victory Trophy scoreboard now, 25.5 minutes on first quarter. 2-1-13 Belpostill. They trail Werribee 4-2-26.
Laurie, they were all forward of the ball there, Werribee Centrals, weren't they? They just they all moved to the front of the square and sort of a couple of Belpostill boys
exactly.
there and were able to kick it off the ground.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that before. I think that was the percentage kick to kick it up there. It spelled off the pack, boot on the ball, through for goal. I think that's the way we played today into the Breeze.
Back in Panthers here with a couple of quick goals. Back in the middle, Walker and also Stewart. Stewart gets it down again. They're starting to rove a little bit. The Belpostill boys starting to read it off the hand of Stewart. Comes towards Skinner coming off the wing. Can't take it with him. Hurst has had a good quarter. Needs a shepherd to Pollard. Gets it back to Cameron Carr. Back to Pollard. Gives him half. Shepherd kick around the corners. Okay, Bevan Hurst follows up. Oh, he can pick it up and give it towards Adam Martin. Who can give it back to Pollard, who needs a quick kick. Does so. Pretty intelligent for Stuka though coming through. Simmons comes at him for Stuka. Handball back inboard to Hallam. Hughes under pressure, so just taps it forward. Martin. He taps it forward as well. Morley, good tackle by Martin. Good follow up. Cosick, little left foot kick. Good vision. Can it go to Hancock? No, it can't. It's just out of bounds. But pretty good play. Belpostill there, running it from half back to half forward. And we'll have a boundary throw in at half forward. Just to the left of our Geelong Radio commentary box here. And it will be Stewart up against Hancock. Thrown in, Hancock in front, that's where you have to be. Simmons at the front of the pack as well, left it behind though. Hallam over the top, Skinner as well, falls towards Stewart. Oh, a little handball was okay, but that wasn't okay. That was the kick from Hallam, which came around the corner. It is out of bounds on the full. It will be Brett Pollard with the footy. Right in front of the Geelong Radio commentary box. So we've been playing 27.5 minutes in this first term. It's 4-1 playing 2-1. Werribee Centrals with a 2-goal lead. Brett Pollard at half forward. Big pack.
There's a free kick
And
down
there is
the
a
ground.
free kick down the ground. And it will be a Werribee kick, is it, for a hold? We're just having a look now, the umpire.
He was against Mick Illick. He ran into the Werribee bloke quite severely, actually.
So it will be Nick Smith's free kick back. Brett Pollard actually had the free kick at half forward.
So it's a turnover.
So a turnover, yep.
And it's a costly one because Belpostill had a bit of momentum then.
So Nick Smith now at half back with the kick towards Howlett at centre wing. Punch away by Gary Fairchild. And it is over the boundary line on centre wing for a throw in.
Eric, it was one of those things with the three umpires, you just can't do it.
Yes.
It was an elbow. I watched it. It was elbow went in and the umpire was right on the spot.
Yes, well, I was watching Brett Pollard getting ready to kick, and it's good, you keep your eye further in the ground, and this, I suppose, the benefit of the three umpires.
Boundary throw in, Stewart in front, gets it down to the back, Cosick there, also coming through McDonald, short little handball to Lurie, off the ground for Stuka, foot race now between McDonald and Festuca, into the muddy area in the middle, Festuca kicks it off the ground, goes across another 40 metres, and will follow it up again, can pick it up, oh great pick up, one-handed if you don't mind, and runs away. Goes from 65 metres long, but there's nobody back there for Werribee Centrals, and Gary Fairchild is able to mark uncontested in the back pocket. Oh, short kick, chopped though, was looking for Bartolo coming through. Nick Smith gets it towards Musara, goes around over the top of his left shoulder towards Howlett, and also Buck running back. Buck, can he take the mark? No, it's through for one behind to the
I'd like to have a close video on that one.
Werribee Central side. And it's off the boot of Robbie Musara. So they go to 4-27. Werribee Centrals, they lead. The Belpostill side 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. Pretty close to siren time. 29 minutes just ticked over in this first term. And once again, it'll be Brett Pollard full back.
Pollard again goes for the short kick. Oh, gee, they're taking some chances there because it's come undone again. It's come to Musara, falling into the arms of Peace Buck. He's at the head of the goal square, and what's he done? He's put it right through the middle. So, do we put that down to a coach's error, perhaps? Because very poor kick in then by Brett Pollard, but At the 29.5 minute mark of the first quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard 5-3, 33 Werribee Centrals, Belpost Hill 2-1, 13, and perhaps a crucial mistake twice, Laurie, in about a minute.
Definitely, Eric. There was definitely a mistake there. You certainly can't do those sort of things on a wet day, and it pays. It doesn't pay. You know, make that error, swoop in. That was quite an easy goal on the finisher. Bucky only had to sit to pick it up and dob it through the goals, and you've got to get that ball out, and you've got to work hard in that defensive area, and then do those fancy things. A bit 60 metres from goal, maybe.
I think the point you made right in front of us, the momentum was with Belpost Hill. Now they've had a turnover, a goal very quickly, and they've lost the initiative. Ball back with umpire Farnsworth. Up it goes. Oh, clearly tapped away there by Stewart. Magnificent tap, and for Stuker off the ground, kicks it further towards the half-forward line. Running onto the ball. Well, all the players overran the ball. Then Slavinkas back onto the ground, kicked off the ground. It's
Carrington free kick.
A free kick to Carrington of Werribee Centrals. Too high, the umpire indicated. If he doesn't give it away quickly, it'll be a 50-metre penalty. And let's see what's going to happen. The umpire, well, in the interim. Well, it's interesting. The siren has gone.
It's a 50-metre penalty, Eric.
The umpire has not indicated yet that he's heard the siren, and he's given a
50
and it's not a bad 50-metre penalty. I wouldn't mind buying some land off umpire Farnsworth.
The decision was prior to the siren.
It was, but he still has not signified that he's heard the siren, and I don't believe any of the other umpires have either. Now he's called time on. Well, that shouldn't be, because the time has ceased. However, the ball is with the Werribee Centrals player there in
Jason Carrington.
Jason Carrington might well have slotted his second goal for the quarter, and let's hope that the umpires fairly quickly signify the end of the game, because the public are on the ground. It is quarter time, and Victory Trophy scoreboard at quarter time. Werribee Centrals, 2 very late goals in the quarter, go to 6-3-39. They lead Belpost Hill 2-1, 13.
I hasten to think that Brett Pollard may have given away that 50 as well, Laurie.
Well, you know, I think the lesson's there. You don't pick the ball up at any occasion. I mean, he picked the ball up, little kick away. I think he was trying to do the right thing, get the ball back, but the umpire doesn't see that as the right thing. He sees that as you've kicked the ball away, 50-metre penalty.
Quarter time at Galvin Park, Werribee Central 6-3-39. They lead Belpost Hill 2-1-13. It's round 8 GDFL match day on Geelong Radio 100.3. We'll take a break, come back with our first quarter summary and some scores from around the grounds in Ballerine, Geelong and Geelong.